Okay. Greetings all. In this video, I'll be presenting a Zealot build I've been enjoying since patch 13 dropped. It is a melee-centric build that rewards aggression, but also has safety measures in place to even the odds and give you time to regroup if you've gone astray. A few quick things before we start though. I'll be doing this in one take and have no editing skills, so I will not be stitching in gameplay beyond the demonstrations I've set up on Damnation here. I have one other Zealot build I'm willing to share that follows similar principles, so it might be a little redundant. But I also have two veteran builds that I'm working on, with one being focused around support and the other infiltration. I'm on PC and have mods on, so if you're new here to the game on Xbox, just bear that in mind, as there will be some variances in our experiences in the game. Finally, don't worry about the YouTube metric stuff. I just want to have fun doing this awkward little lecture. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. We will be critting a lot. So, Invocation of Death will have a lot of value, returning our combat ability back to us sooner. Invocation of Death also procs for each enemy your crits cleave through. And let's go over here to Fury of the Faithful. So, Fury of the Faithful will give us toughness, a guaranteed crit, attack damage, and attack speed for 10 seconds. In those 10 seconds, you will be swinging your melee weapon wildly because, you know, an Eviscerator or Chainsword with Shred is just a sight to behold. I don't care what chain combos you choose. With this build, if you're hitting something, you're already doing something. This right here is my weapon of choice. You don't have to mirror it, but at least have Shred, since it'll make your life a lot easier. I'll just go on with a bit of a demonstration. Okay, so you'll notice the visual feedback from the edge of my screen indicating Blazing Piety being activated. Oh, actually, hold on, let me switch that. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, yeah. Edge of my screen indicating Blazing Piety activated, blah, blah, blah. So, after 25 kills, normally it gives like 15% crit chance, but modifying it over here with Righteous Warrior will bump it up to 25%. So when Blazing Piety activates, which will just happen just throughout the match, I encourage you to, I don't know why I worded it this way in script, but just go feral. Just go feral. Like, swing wildly, even more so than I stated previously, because it'll feed back into Invocation of Death, which feeds back into Fury of the Faithful or your dash, and it brings us around back to Blazing Piety. In short, just keep hitting them. Keep hitting them, hit them, and keep them moving. Let's see what's next. Oh, also, keep in mind, I'm using strictly Poxwalkers just to, you know, showcase the crit synergy I've highlighted. But against mixed hordes, you'll just be doing a little bit more kiting, which I've already accounted for. And also note that the beauty about mixed hordes is that if they're sturdier, they can bleed more. And if they bleed more, you win. So, let's see. So, over here, we have Scourge. Melee crits apply bleed, causing damage over time. More importantly, melee hits on bleeding targets grant 10% critical hit chance, striking 3 times, meaning you will add 30% more crit to your weapon the longer you stay into a fight. Alright, the longer you, hang out in the fight. This will make the defensive portion of your kit far more consistent and reliable the more difficult the situation becomes. And how that is done exactly starts here. Enduring Faith. 50% of toughness damage reduction on critical hit for 4 seconds. Now, as you saw from the demonstration, we'll be doing that very, very often. And as a result of the attack patterns of the Chainsword and even the Eviscerator, I went on to add Vicious Offering. It just seemed like a natural addition to the kit. Replenish toughness on heavy kill, which you'll definitely be doing very, very frequently. Let's see, another one would be enemies within, enemies without. So whenever you're surrounded, which, you know, if you're playing this build and you're rushing in, it'll always be up pretty much. And for the aura, I chose Benediction just for an easy additional 15% damage toughness reduction. Wow, I could not have jumbled the words any worse. Anyways, now if the situation is truly dire and the damage reduction and toughness output will not be enough to save you, or you just want to reload, or picking up your friends like is a little bit difficult, just that's why we have this. Drop a stun storm grenade, it'll reset the fight, and enjoy standing still and relaxing for probably the first time in the entire run. Speaking of Swift Certainty, I went ahead and grabbed that over here. Increases sprint speed by 10%. In addition, always counts as dodging while sprinting, even if stamina is depleted. Additionally, the path to Blazing Piety and Benediction requires you to take 2 nodes that give 5% movement speed each. So if you're not interested in shooting the gunners 40 meters away, you are free to blitz them. Finally, of course, pick up Until Death and Holy Revenant, just in case. Every 2 minutes you can push past death for 5 seconds and rip up to 25% health back from whatever killed you. It's a really fun setup. Regarding firearms, I really don't... it doesn't really matter to me. I like using the revolver. On, like, Auric boards, especially Maelstrom, I like bringing this with me, just because Inspiring Barrage kind of helps when you're in the thick of it. But also, like, if there's just too many crushers, boltgun will do, or even a flamethrower. I don't know, it's really up to you. I don't care what you pick.